Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have an Outskirts public match for you. It's going to be contention. Before we get into this, thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like the support, go beneath the video, hit the join button where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. So, with this all being said, server pop as of right now is... Oops, wrong screen. Server pop right now, there we go, is 246. In balance right now is 7 towards the CSA side. When we look at the artillery numbers, Union has 10 and the Confederates have 8. So that infantry in balance right now is 8 in favor of the CSA side. Your officers for today, you got Joseph D, Delta, Nuke, Waluigi for the CSA, and for the artillery there, you got Dirty Dan, whereas on the Union side, you got It Only Smells, Bootless, Plantain, you got John Hazard, Wick, you have Senior Dazzle for the artillery, you have Confederate Femboy. So let's get into our round here. So it looks like the first point of contention is on the center side of this map here, and the chaos has already begun. So it looks like Union went in a little bit, got shot off. They're trying to retreat and form on these latrines here around it. Normally you see teams wanting to hold on the latrines here, but by them pulling back, it's going to let CSA, who's gotten these rocks here, push up and be able to get on this point of contention and probably be able to cap it. For those of you who don't know what contention is, each side's fighting over that one point there. They're trying to raise their flagpole and then hold it for 7 minutes. If they do that, they knock their opponent down a whole morale stage. So, obviously, you don't want to lose that point. But Union's got a nice little spot here in the latrine. You got artillery for each side. CSA is up top. And then you have the Union over here. So CSA getting on that point, starting to cap it. They're also starting to spread out their line a little more so they're not all clumped up from the Union fire.
Shift right. Once you reload, shift right. Boys. Let's go horizontally to the right. What the fuck?
So Union trying to spread out as well. The problem, though, is that the Union just has an inferior position. They have the latrines, and you can see they're using that. They got some rocks over there as well. The issue, though, is that when it comes to cover near the point, CSA's got the advantage. They've got the rocks here that some guys are using. CSA's also spreading out here. You have some of the shade. They're not really using it as well as you would like to see. Shade blocks out a lot of the vision. You can see the people very easily, but when there's shade over them, it's a little more difficult to see. So, with this all being said, CSA's also got some trees here, the shade as well, and then they're holding out in the open over here. So, ticket favors the CSA side already. They're up a little bit on tickets.
I don't want to fucking die. Keep this line spread. It's gonna be bloody.
And artillery even wants to say hi. Speaking of that, you got Union artillery located on this side. You got CSA already on the other side. Points of contention on this map. You got one on the Boulevard Heights redoubt. One kind of in the center open spot here. You got the point in the center of the map. You got one over there. You have one by that White House there, and then the last one is behind the Union artillery. So, kind of in that Boulevard Heights camp. But it's the first of 2 points. We'll see who takes it. CSA is really looking like they're going to take this because the Union, the only way they're taking it is by charging across the open field onto that point. And that, it's not going to be an easy thing to do.
Copy 1 second.
So, also the interesting thing that I haven't really thought about is with this accuracy update for the rifles where the bullet spread decreases by 60%, it is, you know, it's a little interesting to see how these open field actions happen. Now, as I say the accuracy, you see some shots from CSA and no one's being hit over here, but You know, at this point in the game, I've heard someone make the argument with the, oh, Union's charging point.
Go for the decap. Go for the
If they give a decap, they'll stop the CSA progress, and if CSA wants to take the point back, they got to restart from the beginning of that cap. Union going all in, though. They need to get those flags down so CSA can't get respawns. CSA also needs to reinforce. They've got 3 flags down right now. That company did not see it, and they were focused on the Union group in the distance, kind of in that shootout, but they left their friendlies kind of out to dry. It looks like they've seen them now, and now they're turning to collapse in on them.
Bro, flag, I just...
And now this Union company over here needs to get in. They've got 2 flags up there. But Union's at least got the point down. Union just needs to hold off a little longer for their friendlies to collapse in from the side, and here they come.
No quarter, flag, stay safe. Malos, come back! Malos, I'm gonna kill you with that flag.
And again, biggest thing with this game mode is the flags. You want to get them down.
Oh, come here, sissy liberals. Ready for you. Come on.
And so they'll get another one of those flags down. Looks like 3 CSA flags are down so far, and this is a... you usually don't see this in the pubs. Usually CSA dominates these game modes, but it's nice to see Union doing this every once in a while. So, a mix of... There's still some CSA up here. Now, you've got 1 CSA flag down. You've got 1 Union flag down on... I think this is Union, yeah. But I don't know why Union's pulling off. I don't know what they see, but they've won this. So, Union needs to get up and start capping that point. You can already see CSA starting to get reorganized. Their main spawn is not that far away. That's why they were able to get to that point first and cap it. I mean, Union spawns all the way up there. Not terribly far, but CSA's a little closer. So, CSA's got all their flags back. Union on point, starting to... I think they're starting to cap it. They are.
We can try to throw the enemy off.
Independent fire.
So, you got Union shifting down a little more. It's weird. Either hold those flags back in the latrine or move up to the shade here. Shade, I mean, I don't know if I can see it that well.
Party, for frick's sake. Jesus, that was short.
I mean, just comparing the Union guys there in the shadows compared to kind of in the open. I mean, you can still see the silhouette of the guy in the shade. But, you know, you don't actually see the whole body. On a lot of maps, especially like the wooden maps, for example, a lot of that tree stuff can affect a lot of this. So, now we kind of have the inverse situation. Union have capped the point. CSA, though, slightly up on tickets. And now Union's kind of spreading out that line. And, I mean, CSA might have a... They don't really. They don't have any type of cover. They're all just kind of spread out in the open. And now Union... Because the Union's kind of using that shade. Again, you could still see the silhouettes of people. But you could see how shade can kind of block things out. CSA moving out, trying to get a flank on the Union right. And Union just folds instantly, trying to reposition. The Union... Nice already shot from CSA. The thing is that Union, you can't pull back like this. I don't know why they are. When you pull back like this, it's inviting CSA to push up more guys, which they have. And you're fighting over this point here. You're not fighting over this general area, so I don't get why you're falling back, inviting the CSA to move closer to you and get closer to that point to where they can more easily charge you and get better shots on you. So I don't get this. This whole position favors the Union right now, but yet Union just, at least that company's kind of giving up ground. You got more CSA starting to inch forward, maybe charge. Kind of hard to tell.
Sound, turn the voice volume up to like 140, turn the master volume down to like 30. It'll be a lot easier to hear, because otherwise...
I mean, if CSA gets up and gets to these rocks,
all the way down to like 20 or 30.
It's going to be rough. So, again, now CSA's got... They've got 5.5 minutes on that clock until Union takes it. Each side, though, going to drop into engage.
One into them, boys. We hold them. Here they come. They're wait, are they charging now? Yeah, they might
CSA shifting out further left. I think they're trying to outflank the Union and then crush them from the side. Oh, I guess we have artillery here as well. CSA already there as well. Forgot about that battery.
Shoot.
Right up here, spread out, spread out.
Do not spread out. Stay a little closer to each other than a skirmish formation, but
So
shoot
Union
shit
the
out.
first to go to engage, and CSA shortly follows. So, alright, CSA had a slight ticket lead earlier, and now the Union has kind of caught back up now that Union has the superior ground. You can see Union's also shifting guys out that side. This company for Union, they just keep collapsing.
Right face again. Right face sprint. West northwest. Right face sprint.
And it's inviting the CSA to keep pushing forward and get close to the point, which is maybe what Union wants. I don't know. But
Holy shit, there, right there.
CSA is getting a lot of good shots here on Union. I mean, Union's also getting nice shots back, but it looks like Union's in a worse spot. The flag keeps getting domed. Union actually pushing up really far on this side. It's like the Battle of Bull Run. They're trying to outturn each other's flank here, which only concern for Union, CSA spawn is here. Granted, you only have to really worry about the opponent's spawn if they lose their flags, because their guys are probably going to spawn on flag instead of at main. So the battlefield here is kind of flipped. CSA is going to keep pushing up. They might just occupy this little latrine here and get shots into the Union.
Yeah.
Which they are going to do that exactly. I mean, any cover in the open field is going to be better than none.
Pick up our flag, gentlemen. Pick up our flag.
So
Pick up the color. Pick up the colors. It's an honor.
Union continually pushing forward on that side as well. It's fascinating how these kind of flip around here. I guess it's still going good for the Union side. But is Union charging this? Oh, this is bold. It's very risky, right? Your whole point as a defender of the point right now after Union is to hold back, defend the point, and don't overextend or overcommit yourself, because you're just defending one individual spot, right? That charge does okay for Union side. They're down tickets still, but those guys are really chasing that flag away. But if you're defending the point, there's no need to try to charge out your enemy. Generally, it's a lot harder to charge than defend a charge, generally. So I don't get why Union would charge there, unless you think they're weak, which, I mean, they were kind of able to throw them off. Granted, CSA just kind of moved on to that little latrine area there, but look at Union's kind of spread out. They took a lot of hits in that charge. CSA, though, is trickling forward. Nice arty shot. It was well timed. And CSA, I think, yeah, they're pushing up. It's a little spread out, though. Union, though, they just got to hold it for like another minute or so. Meanwhile, CS has got to decap it before the gold timer hits 0, or else they won't be able to... Actually, no, this point's over with. Gold timer's going to hit 0, unless Union holds it for another minute, which they've got to stay by it. CSA just needs to get a decap, and it'll go to the next point. It looks like CSA is probably going to get a decap. You have a lot of Union guys trickling out.
Only I can stab my men. Stop stabbing my men. Only I can stab my men. Stop stabbing.
And Union now just nice arty shot on the point. The thing is, right, once the blue bar hits full, CSA needs to be continually decapping at that point, I'm pretty sure. But that's 2 Union flags down. CSA guys just need to make sure Union can't get their spawns in. Looks like CSA is going to get a decap. And, whoa, this is, I haven't seen something like this in a while, that's for sure. Union, though, kind of organizing. Dive bomb, trying to hold it. Can they do it? Nice arty shot from Union, I assume. It's so close to getting decapped. That's so huge for Union. CSA going down a whole morale stage. Next point of contention. Where is it at? It's over here. So that was huge from Union. That really well done from the officers there. I think Senior Das specifically, he got the guys galvanized and pushed them onto that point, and that's huge. So.
Oh, we're about to have another head-on collision. Get ready.
Union is heading to the point. CSA starting to move that way. CSA, though, a lot more. I mean, Union spread out, too, but Union not as badly spread out. So Union's going to get the jump. This point, fairly wide open. I mean, there's some slight elevation changes here, but outside of that, we're in another open field. Union should get the jump on this.
Flag, get up there, get up there, get up there. Flag bearer, get up there, flag bearer, get up there.
On the line, let's go.
Flag bearer, go.
You gotta sweat it the fuck out.
So, Union starting to get organized. They're going to get the cap. CSA, meanwhile, they're still having their guys organized in the back, which, again, CSA is getting a little strung out here. I mean, they have guys already engaging, but when Union's concentrated like this, sure, Union's a little clumped up, and it looks a little disorganized right now, but Union's going to be able to put a lot more lead on the CSA there than the CSA are going to put on the Union. And as a result, CSA is going to have a hard time forming up initially. I mean, they're still... What are they doing over here? The beginning of these points are very important. You got to move quick and you got to get there fast, because if you let your opponent get there, they're going to be able to form up. Now, obviously, it's a hard balance to play, because part of it is you want to be formed up and sticking together, but you also don't want to wait too long. It's a hard balance, and obviously, it's a lot harder to play the game versus what we see up here, but still. Anyways, it looks like that CSA company, though, is going to try to do what they were doing previously and go along the flank. Maybe charge the Artie, because why not?
And pedophile, y'all, don't focus on the Rambles! Don't focus on the Rambles! Get on line! Jesus Christ, man, it's only 4 people. Goodness me,
I mean, they could charge the Artie if they want to, which there's a fair amount of Union on there at that point.
What is this reason of Jeff?
So, CSA kind of getting an encirclement on the Union here. It's nothing too crazy. Some Union guys up on top trying to flank, but they can't really go too far for a flank there. It's out of bounds.
Hey, what the fuck?
Nah, we're gonna
Holy shit, look at that.
They are getting fucked up out there,
right
guys.
wing
Keep up the
forward,
shots.
right wing
So,
forward.
I mean, again, as long as Union can kind of just hold this line, this is almost similar to last point. You could argue it's worse. There's a lot less cover around here. Union, though, they're shifting about as far over as they can. This side of the straight fence here. Oh, I guess it's in bounds? Huh. Interesting. I mean, CSA could maybe try to wrap around here and get a flank, but Union has a lot of guys over here, and I doubt they'd be able to put up much pressure. Anyways, each side is about to drop into their next morale stage. Union's going to drop into taking losses. CSA into breaking, which CSA, at this point, it's do or die. They've got to win this point or they're going to lose the game. It's first to 2. So, Union looks like they've shifted a lot of guys that way. Firepower able to throw the CSA off, and now Union's got a perfect defensive position on this map. I mean, CSA can try to flank around the campsite there, but Union will just react and then shift this way, which you could see there's enough of an elevation change. Not that a lot, but there can be a defilade change there. So, this is rough for CSA now.
I got job opportunities left and right of the line. Refill the line. Refill the line. On the road.
Yeah, they're moving out to the left.
What is this?
Shoot us fuckers.
Bro, what are you
Union's out trying to outflank.
Yeah, what kind of play is that?
That was not a good charge from CSA there. And now CSA thrown back. So, this is rough. So, CSA completely thrown off. This point is already halfway through capped. It kind of makes sense, right? If you're not going to bonsai the point and try to cap it and hold the ground first, your best bet after that is to kind of hold and reform as a team and try to figure that out. Which, when you don't have like a Steam chat or something like that, pubs can be a little chaotic at times.
What the fuck happened?
But that's the beauty of it, you could argue.
Was peppering us a little bit, but then everyone was gone.
So, 3.5 minutes left on that cap until
Fucking a little bit.
They're already halfway there. We've got to take this.
3.5 minutes until that cap. And then CSA is going to drop in the last stand, and if they do, then they can't respawn at that point, and it's pretty over for them. So
4 companies southwest. They're all down that way. Don't go that way, but I'm just seeing where they're going. I'm just telling you where they are.
Hold your line, gentlemen.
Wait a minute.
Company, move
Listen,
up. We're
my
gonna get on
cost-
this step lane in front of us. Fuck it.
Forward on your side, gentlemen.
So Union now, seeing that the CSA has fallen off, looks like they're pushing up, because again, right, it's inbounds over here, but Union could kind of react quickly if they do that. Also, you'd never see a team wrap around this side, at least you rarely, if ever. Not like you play this map a whole lot, but it's like Union's like, okay, we got the point, we're now going to push up to make sure they can't necessarily get near the point. Issue being though, right, is Union can't spread out too much here. If CSA gets formed up and charges this Union line, which they'll have to do soon, Union could be picked apart in detail, and that is something you don't need as Union here. You've had a great match, but them spreading out like this is not good. Looks like most of the Union's starting to move up, though. One more company sitting further back.
Joseph. Units going in. Let's go.
Joseph. 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 Oh, fuck's sake.
So you can kind of see CSA starting to push up with a lot of manpower. Beautiful flank here on this Union company. And that Union company is getting shot off of meanwhile, Union reinforcements starting to move down. Let's see if a couple of these shots, or most of them, are going over the CSA line here. These bullets rise at the closer ranges. Union, at least, though, they're going to keep these flags and fall back. Union shifting to where CSA is moving that side. And you've even got some Union getting some nice flanking shots there.
Oh shit, here they come.
And CSA at this point, they've got to go. They've got like a minute left on this clock before they lose the point, and it's over for them. So CSA starting to put a little pressure. They took a huge hit, though, pushing up and hitting that flank. I mean, you still have these 5th Minnesota guys here getting an absolutely beautiful flank. They're in the cover. I don't think CSA really focuses on them because you got the large Union lines up ahead.
Get the hell out of here.
Shooting at their side profile.
And at this point, Union's about to take the point, and it is going to be over for them.
Now. Just form a huge ass line. Really spread it. Oh, they got this round, gentlemen. We're about to go last. When we hit last stand, gentlemen, we're gonna charge. I will die with you, gentlemen. I will die with you. I've tried my best to lead y'all to the best.
We ain't gonna die. We ain't gonna die, boy.
I'll die for my whole.
Let's go get her, boys. Come on.
You know, Joseph, he's got the right mentality here. I like it. We're not going to win, so we're going to have fun. My goodness, here they go. Will this work? Maybe. Probably not. But Union is going to get a wipe here. Meanwhile, over here, you got a lot of CSA that were dead. They respawned back at main.
They will never organize. They're not about forming up. They're about flanking. And when it's 4 of them, all flanking, you can't all be flanking. Yeah, exactly. Seemed like that's kind of what they were like. Their whole
So
team
a couple wipe there. CSA main spawns moving up at this point. Where's the next point? That's over here. So if Union cap the point, which they're starting to move over here, wiping some CSA along the way. But if Union cap that, they have to hold for a minute and a half and then they'll win. Or they just got to wipe everyone but 3 or 4 people on the CSA side, and the round will be done. But man, what a solid round from Union.
Alright, let's see if we got any friendlies going up here. Alright, let's send about 5 guys to that point. Send about 5 guys to that point.
Here comes the Union.
There they are.
God damn.
Oh, they're coming.
Yep, just line them up as they come, boys. Line them up as they come. Line them up as they come.
Union's got a whole ticket lead, or they got a large ticket lead.
Damn it.
They're like, we can just throw bodies. It doesn't matter at this point, which it
Line
really
'em up,
doesn't.
gentlemen. Line 'em up. Hold this.
You got more Union shifting this way.
This is for John Brown.
Hold this tree, boys.
I love
Hold
John
this
Brown.
tree.
Terrorism is good. I have no.
You like slaves? Hey, that.
So Union actually winning at least on the point, starting to get a little encirclement here. I mean, it is now more over than it was earlier. So, yeah, at this point, right, Union's got to get that cap, or they can fully wipe CSA, which includes the artillerymen, which you do have a Union guy over here.
Understood.
Helping the CSA arty.
Let her rip, let her rip.
Come on, they go counter battery. Come on, hey, my cannon now. My cannon now. Somebody get the fuck on it. Ready to get on the primer. It's got triple cannon.
Oh, and there goes Frisk.
Just keep sending it,
For
boys.
fuck's
Just
sake,
keep
get on the
sending
primer.
it.
They're running at us, damn it.
I got it.
Get on the primer, get ready for them. You're gonna run at us any second now.
Load me
Like a
quick.
group, they kind of
You
like
won't let
pussy
me put
down
it in.
actually out in the
Why?
field there, you see.
Load me.
Speaking of, it's not even aimed.
Why can't I put
Aim
it
it on
in?
the point. Tell me when to shoot.
That's not cool. It won't
Get
let
the
me
Yankee
load it,
Devils for
sir.
Jesus and get that pistol out. They're coming on our right flank, boys. Get them blades out. Give them the wound treatment now.
Hey, guys, they're coming.
Get the fuck out
you're
of
not
here.
friendly.
You
What
ain't
the
welcome
fuck?
here, boyfriend's dead and you're next, faggot.
Uh-oh, CSA already's been overrun. Oh no, they won't win this game. Anyways, that does it. With that all being said, thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to support the channel more. Hit the join button underneath the video where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord and other stuff in the description as well. Regardless, I appreciate all being here. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next one. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful rest of your night. Look at the casualties.